So, in the problems that we had before, I'll just show you how quick we would get to the answer now that we have done all the working outs, all the more important things. So here in this first problem, I had factorized our x, right? And we had this quadratic left to factorize. So I will have a sum -3 and a product -28. So sum -3 and product -28. So let's look for numbers which multiplied will give us -28. So I could multiply, well, first of all, the product is negative, so one number is negative, the other one is positive. So I could have -14 times 2. But, well, that's not it. If I sum those up, that would be -12. So let's try and get factor 2 here. So -7 times 4. Oh, that's it, right? So -7 times 4 is 28. And -7 plus 4 is -3. So -7 and 4. Now there is a particular case in which when this here is 1, those terms that we have found are simply our numbers here. All right? When this number here is not 1, when this multiplier here on x squared is not 1, we won't be able to do this. All right? But we can easily expand and check our answers. Take a look. If I expand here x and x, I would get x squared. If I expand x with 4, I would have 4x. Minus 7x with the 4x that I had before would be minus 3x. And minus 7 with -4 would be -28. So that's it, right? So that's the first one would stop there. That's it. That's the final answer for the first problem. So let's go for the second one. So in the second one, if you remember your perfect squares, right, your difference of squares, your content so far, you should visualize this to be a perfect square. That's something squared minus 2 times the first term times the second term plus the second term squared. So if you notice, that would be x minus 1 squared, right? Because our term here is 1. 1 squared, 2 times 1, and since this is negative, this would be negative. So this is perfect, right? Your perfect squares. Sorry for the handwriting, getting used to the tool. All right, this one is a difference of squares. So clearly we could solve this. X squared minus 4, that's x squared minus 2 squared. So that's x plus 2, x take away 2. This is difference of squares, right? And well, that's basically it. Harder than those, I would probably just look for questions with fractions, in which you have to solve what's on top, you have to factorize what's on top and below, and then you can simplify and get the shortest answer. So far, that's the hardest kind of problems that you're going to face.